This is like it's 5 days after I put them in this barbecue pits. The top of the lid is all covered in condensation, and these sweet potatoes are basically very moist, and so I'm not liking it. I want them to dry. So I'm just gonna stick them back in this basket here. And I'm gonna put the sweet potatoes inside the greenhouse, because I spoke with my sister a few days ago, a few days ago. And she was telling me that, well, she lives in Virginia. Down in the South, a lot of times people go, I guess, to like a pick your own kind of thing, or like a farm stand. And those sweet potatoes are basically just as fresh as if they had just been gathered out of the ground. And what she does, well, I guess what they told her to do, is you take the sweet potatoes and you stick them in a shed. And she has a shed outdoors. It's not a heated shed. It's not a warm shed. It doesn't get heat from sun or anything like that. So basically, she's curing her sweet potatoes in a cool, fairly damp conditions. Maybe not damp, but not very dry, that's for sure. So I'm just gonna take these, because I've also seen people curing the sweet potatoes in the greenhouse, and that's what I'm gonna do, because I have a little space in there, and they'll be out of the way, and I think they'll do better than the pits. So anyway, I think that experiment is not any good. So, or at least I didn't feel like going through with it, because these are my best sweet potatoes here, and I don't want them to go to waste, because I, was trying to do something funny or unusual. So anyway, that's the story with that. So my experiment with the barbecue pit really didn't pan out. After about 5 days, I looked inside the pit, and there was a bunch of condensation on the lid, top of the lid, and the sweet potatoes were all wet. So I took them out, I put them in this basket, and I had every intention to stick them in the greenhouse, but I was still working on the greenhouse, so I never got that done. So in the meantime, they've just been sitting out here on top of this. This is my water barrel, being covered by some plastic and a piece of burlap to keep it dark. And they're drying out okay, but I think what I'm gonna do is just bring them in the house like I did last year. Last year I just had them sitting in a paper bag in my hallway closet. Well, it's not the closet, it's just the hallway, the stairwell, and they did very well out there. So I think I'm just gonna do that. It's only supposed to be like 10 days, 5 to 10 days. They're probably good enough to eat at this point, but I think I would like to let them cure a little longer. This one like this, it got what do you call it, pierced with the pitchfork. It's not a pitchfork, it's a spading fork. Anyway, but they're doing okay. I think they're doing fine. Like I said, I would like to let them cure a little longer, and so I'm gonna do that. Probably today I'll have my son bring them upstairs, and hopefully I won't forget, because I'm always forgetting these things. Too many little loose ends that I have to handle, and I almost never take care of everything at the time that it requires handling. So anyway,